What's up, Clanimals? It's a good first sound. Let's look at some replays. I think this war is still going on here, but I thought it would be fun to take a quick gander, see what we've been doing. I don't think these guys are really battling, which is fucking weird. I think their number one hit Timothy earlier. No, maybe it was Cole. Yeah, so they're not very good, but that won't stop me from keeping some replays for the old collection here. Let's see here. Klip had a good one. Let's show clips. I liked clips, but there's a couple things I wanted to talk about on clips because I think it's interesting. Okay, so let's see. So you can see him. He's already lightning. Yeah, I guess that works. That AD's gone. He's got a preemie AD right here, and only one other air defense over here, and it's super exposed. I mean, given the exposure of this one, hogs, man, few hogs, take that right out. I mean, your point defenses are limited to maybe this cannon, but the range is I'm not sure that's really in range. But 1, 2, 3, a preemie wizard tower. That's level 1 or 2. 4 hogs, maybe 5, and that's gone. So you're left with one tiny air defense. Klip takes care of it another way, which actually works okay. So let's watch it and see what happens. He lightning Zephyrs one, like I said, and he comes in with a pretty good spread of dragons here. So his base is kind of funky because all of these trash buildings on the outside. I mean, there's a natural break at any of these camps. These are all breaks. So if you kill one of the camps, you're at the next break. So, it really, he could have done one dragon here and one here and just let them move around. But it's a perfect line of defenses that then moves up into another line of shit defenses, which then moves up into another line. So this actually works okay. You don't have to funnel as much with a base like this. So Klip does a good job. Drops all those dragons. He brought 10. And he brought some loons for the back end, which is kind of common attack. Cody's been doing work with this attack, and I'm not sure if this is the first time Klip's used it. He usually uses front-end loons and kind of rages through, but so no lure. The back-end loons come pretty early. So he loses a loon there already, loses another one, and he's only left with a couple there, and he loses the 5th one there. Okay, so rather than that, had he dropped the loons, I mean, I'll go ahead and play this anyway. If you look at the way these dragons are moving, that air defense would be shooting this dragon right now, maybe shooting this one over here. So had you waited just a few seconds, you could have dropped those, then they would have traveled around and done the work for your dragons. I mean, you dropped your dragons well, and you created a pretty decent funnel, and you get your king back up here. So you swept through it in a pretty even wave as you went. So it didn't end up mattering. But maybe one thing you could work on, just let the dragons tank for your loons. They have a ton of health, but they don't have that much health. So I'll kind of fast forward this just so we'll watch the drags clean up a little bit. Yeah, man. Klip, nice attack, man. You've been impressing me. That's nothing new, though, so whatever. Okay. I'm going to do one more because we've had some pretty cool attacks so far. Let's watch... I want to watch Tyler's. Tyler's is a good hog one. Let's watch Tyler's. Let's watch... we did Cody last time, so let's watch Tyler. Okay, so as you can see, it's a base that's begging to be hogged, right? There's some potential spring traps here and here and here, and that is literally the only space open in a base like this. So hog, obviously, you're insane if you're not hogging. And look at the queen. What the hell is great. It's a free trade. Like, you could practically drop a giant with some wizards behind him and take that queen out for free. Look at this. Lure, no problem. He uses, I think, maybe 2 giants on this, which is, you know, always a good trade. No, he only uses 1, which is the right choice. Like, if you only have to spend 5. Look at that. Giant bomb tripped already. This is the first attack, too, so he didn't know. He pulls them all the way up top. You can see that barb working away. Rest of the barbs, everything else is great. One thing I'm going to say quick, actually, is I know Kyle does this sometimes, and Tyler does this occasionally, and I'm not sure if I've said this before, but when you're dropping clan castle troops, so like, here are the minions. The shadows are where they actually are. So they're not as far up as you'd think they were. But even so, you want them like back here when you're dropping barbs and stuff. Which Tyler did a fine job about. But because you're dropping your CC all the way in the back, and shit's running up here, that's exactly how you want it. You want your stuff kind of meeting them halfway. You don't want to be backed in the corner. I know I saw Kyle do that once, and Chang has done it a couple times. But you really want this open space is the best way to kill a CC, because your barbs are going to run out in front. They're going to buy you a little time. Your witches are going to have room to make skellies, slow down, make some more skellies, all that jazz, and still, you know, do fine with the lure. So when you're backed into a corner like this, your guys don't have, especially your wizards, and anything else in the CC, witches and whatever, don't have a lot of room to move out to attack. So they get all clumped back here, and one lucky wizard shot from a clan castle troop is going to fuck your whole raid, basically. So just Tyler did a good job of that here. Just that's something you want to look out for when you're doing the lure. I know we have some trouble with our lures sometimes, so it's just a good thing to watch out for. But you can see his wizards are just coming out now. He has an early golem drop. Great. Love it. He doesn't really need the golem for this, but he's basically using it just as a mini tank for the expo and for all these other defenses while his hogs come through. And actually, that saves him a spell, kind of. So that's awesome. So 2 heals. Early heals are great. He's only got level 4 hogs, so it ended up working really well. Love the heal placement. He led his hogs, which is great. This one maybe he could have even led a little more, but it, you know, whatever. Hogs just ripped through it, man. They're only level 4, and look how many hogs he has left over. Jesus. He's got like 20. He just wrecked this base, which is awesome. And they all split on a number of defenses. He's got stuff out here and whatnot. He's got 5 wizards in the bag, so he clearly doesn't need them. Literally 20 troop space. He used part of his troop space. He started dropping them up here, which is fine. But, I mean, he could have attacked with half the army, practically. Hell of an attack, man. Nice job, Tyler. I think I'm going to watch the other 3-star down here. I know we had one up, but I think that's me, and that's a little self-serving to do that, so we're not going to do that. I'm not sure if I've seen this one, actually. Cody had a good 3-star. It's a drag with loons for sure. This is another one of those bases, actually. Here, your hogs are probably... I mean, if you drop them here, they might go. But if you try to drop them directly out of this air defense, they're actually just going to bounce to that archer tower, so you'd have to go through 2 defenses potentially. Otherwise, it's kind of a tricky drop, because you don't want to drop them too far to the left, because they're going to go to the mortar, but you don't want to drop them too far to the right, because they're going to go to the archer tower. But, you know, 4 or 5 hogs here, get the lure, and kill this. Better yet, get the lure, drop the hogs in the meantime. You know, it's just another way to look at these kinds of bases. Exposed air defenses are super, super, super easy to hog. I mean, even this one, 4 or 5 hogs right in there. You've got a couple more point defenses shooting them, but this is a Town Hall 8. No expos. I'm sure he's got some Teslas in here. I don't think I've seen this, so we'll kind of see what happens. But, yeah, giant bombs don't make sense in here. I bet there's one here. I don't know, maybe here. I don't know where else this guy would put his giant bombs, but maybe out here like a weirdo. But Let's see what Cody does. Doesn't matter, obviously, it's a drag attack, but just thinking about for hogs and stuff. And Cody, that's good base recognition. I mean, there's no trail of trash that'll take him around. It's just going to take him steadily in waves, just like Klip's attack did. So that's great job. And these drags, you can see, already into the second layer, then they're going to drop into the third layer, then they're going to go for the town hall. No lure, just goes with it on the fly. And this is perfect. You don't want more than 2 drags wrapping around, which means he has, 8 in the center, which is exactly what you want. They get beat up pretty bad by those wizards. Jesus. Loons come in. He's realizing he doesn't have drags to tank. He loses one there. Oh, wow, he got both those in one, which is great. Nice, okay. He's going to get that, too. Damn, that one balloon is going to MVP award. He's not going to get this either. So that goes up. How did he 3-star this? Cody, you dog. How did you get this? That balloon is no. Oh, crash. That's great. Okay, and he's still got the king wrapping around really cuts off. He cut off this trash ring with that king drop, which was excellent. He dropped his king over here and came around and cut off that trash ring, or over here rather. And that dragon that was wrapping around this side popped in, which was awesome. That saved him a ton of time. So nice way to save your king, just to clean those trash buildings on the outside. Nice job, man. Looking good. Your king even survives. One shot away, but he's there. It's a good looking attack. I kind of like it. I mean, you gotta get a little bit lucky with, you kill a couple defenses on one here and then one here. Now I'm just drawing on a victory page. So, but hey, man, 3 stars, and that wasn't a bad attack. So well done. One thing, I'm just gonna scout this base out compared to the base Cody just hit, and just to talk for a second, because I mean, one thing we should look at as a clan, I think, are just hogs for this kind of thing. Even like Klip, I don't think it's this base, it may have been another base, but I don't know. There's another base where they had like a cannon out here, and like air defenses here, and like here. 1 loon, just free trade. Anytime you can get a free trade like that, it's just absolutely worth it. I mean, you almost have one. I don't know about this range, but you almost have one right here, and it would totally be worth it if you could do that. And then looking at the base we just watched, it's another one of those things where, air defense with some hogs, and those are done. They're done. They're just, you could bring 3 lightnings for this and just drag in literally anywhere. I mean, you could put a couple dragons around each archer tower at that point, and just let them go to town with your king, just to create a little funnelage. I think that's a word too, funnelage. But yeah, one thing we can look at is implementing. I know we're doing the back end loon thing, which is great. Cody had a fine attack here, which was great. But back end loons with drop a drag and bring 4 hogs for an air defense like this. That's like thinking about the fact that you're going to burn 3 lightning spells if you want to take that out, right? Usually it's, for dragon attacks, you're bringing 3 rages, usually 2 to get you through the first 2 air this is horrible, but 2 to get you through the first 2 air defenses, and then 1 for the loons in the back. But if you bring hogs for an air defense, so 1 dragon's worth of hogs with a heal, then you have all of the rest of your dragons on 1 air defense, and the back end loons with a rage, and that's actually saves you some space, really. You know what I mean? Because instead of having 2 air defenses shooting, 10 dragons, you have 1 air defense shooting 9 dragons, and that ratio is going to be way better for you. Not like it matters, but because this specific guy has his storages, all of his high health buildings are in the center, so your dragons didn't get caught up on those while they were trying to kill these point defenses out here. But on bases that are a little bit better designed, I think that's something you got to look at. Think about bringing a few hogs in heal spell, maybe. Pretty cool. Yeah, guys, that's it. I just wanted to make a quick video because I was bored and I wanted to make one the other day. So, nice job, Clanimals. Loving the clan war right now. Killing it out there, guys. Peace.